This video demonstrates how a secant line becomes a tangent line and how the definition of the first derivative is derived. So the first thing is that we have to find the slope of a tangent line where only one point is given. We have learned how to find the slope if the 2 points were given like this. If the 2 points are given and the coordinates are given and x1, y1, x2, y2, we know how to find the slope because the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which is change of y over change of x or rise over run. So these are the different ways you have learned how to find the slope if the 2 points are given in algebra 1 and in algebra 2. But in this case, we are only given 1 point. That is, it seems a problem. So how we are going to find the slope when this is given? So what we do in calculus, we are going to create another point, and this point I am going to create another point. You can see this is another point has been created on the graph, and the coordinate of this point, the abscissa value or x value, it is h unit away from the given point abscissa or the x value, which you can see it here. The coordinate of the new created point is x plus h and f of x plus h, the y value. So now we have 2 points. Now we can find the slope of the line which is going to pass through these 2 points, and this line is called the secant line. It is the secant line and is not the tangent line. But what we are going to do, we are going to move this point and make this secant line as the tangent line. You just have to watch. I'm going to move this point. You can see that the new created point, as I move, as I make the h value is smaller and is smaller, and as is reaching to the given x value, now it is very close to the, you can see this point and this point, they are coming very close. This point was the created point, and now as it is reaching and reaching, and when it reaches to, let me reach it to very close, now this line is practically a secant line which has become a tangent line. So now I'm going to show you a tangent line. The red line is the tangent line, and as I move this point further close to that, so you can see the two line merges and the secant line becomes the tangent line. You can see one more time. If this is the point, the green line is the secant line, which we found the way to find the slope, so we created another point, and now as I move this point and it reaches close to this becomes the secant line, becomes the tangent line, which I'm going to show you here one more time. This is the created point and this is the tangent line. So now as the h value moves slowly and the h becomes smaller and smaller, when it becomes 0, then the secant line becomes the tangent line. And here the definition of the first derivative comes in. The definition of the first derivative is the slope of a tangent line when h value reaches to 0, and then this is dy, this is the y2 minus y1, and this is the run. H is the total run. When h becomes 0, that is how the definition of the first derivative was drawn. you can see this one more time as a point is created, and when this point is created there is 2 points, and at this one you can see the y value is this, h value is this. When the difference between this, which is rise over run, you can see the rise over run is going to be that much, and you can see the change delta x, which is change of x value, is h. When h becomes 0, then the secant line becomes the tangent line, and that is why this is the secant line. It becomes slowly as h value, you can see this one is becoming smaller and smaller, and it becomes 0. Then the secant line becomes the tangent line, and the definition of this thing comes up. So that is how you find the derivative, and that is how the secant line becomes the tangent line. I hope you understand this concept, and you will be able to use in your calculus or pre-calculus class. For all of you, if you are interested in creating learning mathematics in a creative way, then there is a website which I'm going to give you the address. This is the website address where there are graphing calculator activities which you can create by using the equations of functions, or not. This is not a program, but you really have to write the equation and create different designs. I will say I recommend that most of you should try to watch this website. There are a lot of good designs are there which you can create. Thank you.